Hello! So this is my 2 cents on how I passed the NCLEX-RN. I hope my experience can help you prepare for it better. So what the NCLEX-RN is, it's between 75 to like 260 questions, multiple choice, multiple answer, multiple choice. There's drag and drop where you have to order, like in the correct order, these are different answers. And then there's also like hotspot where you click on the, like say, for example, the part in your arm where you would give an intramuscular injection. There's like all these different kinds of questions on the NCLEX. Okay? And the least is 75, the most is like 260. The test fluctuates with like how well you're doing. It would be like, oh, you're so close to the passing mark, we're going to give you more questions. That's how it works. Or sometimes people just randomly get the whole 260, and most of the first 75 questions are like practice questions. They're questions that don't actually count towards the exam. They're just there for the board to test out. All right, so that's how the NCLEX works. Step number 1, choose a good nursing school. I went to Boston College. That has like a 98% pass rate for the NCLEX exam. How does it get that high of a pass rate? My guess is, we're in Boston. It's like the hub of everything. And also all the exams since your freshman year, all multiple choice or multiple answer, multiple choice. All right, so 4 years of that, you get used to the style. You get used to how the NCLEX is gonna be. The NCLEX can be up to 6 hours long. And while I was still in school, I bought a Lippincott NCLEX review book. It's a big giant book, came with the CD with some practice questions on it, and it divided up so many questions on the different areas of nursing. Like there's a med-surg part, there's a maternity part, there's a psych part, and they would have so many questions on each different part and have practice tests for all of them. And then in the back of the book, there were comprehensive exams that were 260 questions. So I actually didn't use that book that often. I tried to, but it was just not my style. When I began studying for the NCLEX after graduation, I gave myself around 3 weeks to a month after my graduation till when my exam was. And I thought I would go to the library, I'd bring that book, and I'd do those questions. That lasted like 1 day, maybe 2 days max. So, you gotta find something that works for you. What worked for me was this app on my phone, or on my iPad. I could get on the iPad too. It's called NCLEX-RN. So there's a free version, so you can test it out, but the free version only gives you neuro questions. And so you can test it out, see if you like the style. On the app, you can do the questions. It gives you the answer right after you answer the question, and then you can categorize that question into green, I know it, yellow, I somewhat know it, or red, I don't know this question. And then you can go back and click the red tab, and then it'll give you all the questions that you put into that category. All right, and then they also have little mini quizzes and stuff where you can do 10 questions at a time and then get all the answers at the end, I believe. That's how it works. It's been a while since I used it, obviously. The full version of that was $35 when I got it. That was actually on the cheaper end of what you can buy in terms of materials to study for the NCLEX. Another thing I did, I signed up for NCLEX review classes. I was lucky enough that Boston College, they offer review classes it's a 1 week period in the winter and 1 week in the summer. And what that is that we have 5 days from, I think it was 9 a.m., 8 or 9 a.m. till 3 p.m. And every day was a different specialty. Like there was 2 days for adult health, 1 day for psych, 1 day for maternity, 1 day for pediatrics, and it's a lecture. And during that lecture, they asked the iClicker questions, or it's like basically a lecture, a whole summary of your 4 years in that 1 week period. And they give out their own textbook that it has the PowerPoints that the lecturers use during the class, and that little booklet is golden, because that is all your 500-page, 1,000-page textbooks put into a 50-page PowerPoint, basically. So it's a really good review. They are a bit costly, but sometimes there are discounts. Like at my school, if you went to the winter one, you got to go to the summer one for just $100 more. And so it's about $500 or $600 in total. So yes, it does cost a bit, but think about it. It is an investment into your future. You don't want to keep on taking the NCLEX over and over again, because the NCLEX itself costs like $200. I don't really remember. All right, you want to pass it on your first try. You don't want to have to go through and sit through that exam again and again. The last thing I did was, okay, so the website is called The Point. It's with Lippincott and Williams, and then the application that you buy is called PrepU. And you might have used it in your nursing classes. I use it a lot during university for, I believe, pediatrics, psych, and my adult health classes use PrepU. It's a website online, and it gives you quizzes and exams with a whole bunch of questions. You do all the questions, and then at the end it gives you the at the end of the quiz it gives you all your answers, and it starts off with like level 1 questions, and then you up your level, and then you get harder and more difficult questions the more questions that you answer. So you're continuing to challenge yourself. And what I like about the PrepU course for the NCLEX-RN, you can choose exams that are 75 questions up to 260 questions, and you can do them straight. You can sit down for 3 hours and do the 260 questions. You can get used to that. So the regular price for that PrepU is, I don't exactly remember, it's somewhere like $75, and then you buy it for a certain time span. But they did have a 2-week free trial. So what I did, since I only studied for about a month, or 3 weeks or a month, I did the review course for a week, and then I did the NCLEX-RN, the app on my phone or my iPad, and I did a whole bunch of questions of them. I try to do at least 100 questions a day, and then I bumped it up to 150, then keep on bumping it up to like 200, etc. Okay? And I did that until it was 2 weeks before my exam. And then I signed up for the free trial for PrepU. And that gives you full access. You get to use all the exams. You get to go level up like you have a normal account with it, the free trial, okay? And then a week before my exam, I would do 260 question exams every single day. A couple of days before my exam, I reread that booklet of all the PowerPoints I got from the review course. I did a 260 question exam, had a good night's rest, had a lavender candle, and rested. That's all you do. You go to the testing center with a good night's rest, the full stomach from breakfast. You sit down, you take the exam, and I passed in 75 questions. I felt like I didn't know anything on the exam because it was all over my head. Like, what is this? I never heard of this disease, but I passed in 75 questions. So you don't need to dedicate like your whole summer to studying. You don't need to push it back because you're too scared to take the exam. You are ready. You just spent 4 years in nursing school. You're ready. Just study, practice exams, sit down for 260 questions. I know it's hard. It can take you like 3, 4, 5 hours to do. But just do it. That was my little 2 cents, and I hope that helped you.